Hi BookTube, it's Missy, and today I'm going to be doing my review on Dracula, written by Bram Stoker. Now, how many of you have watched this movie and that's it? You've never read the classic, but you've watched the movie and you really enjoyed it. Me, I have. I watched the movie, first came out when I was little, and that's all I thought about the movie. I really liked it. It was gothic and dark and interesting, and there was that really good love story between the Count and Mina. And so going into this book, I thought that's what I would be reading. I would be reading pretty much what I saw in the movie. I thought it was a faithful adaptation, even though I never read the classic itself. Boy, was I wrong. Now, it took me a week to read Dracula, and I thought it was slow at times, and I didn't want to read it anymore, and I wanted to put it down because the movie was so much better in my mind. And then I rewatched it again last night and realized how the movie's not awful, but how different it is and how it's not portrayed the way that the book was written and the way the book was supposed to be received. Dracula was written in 1897, so the book has a huge religious influence on it. They pray a lot, always talking about how God needs to save them, but in the movie they take all of that religious aspect out. Van Helsing, instead of being a very religious, God-fearing man, in the movie he, kind of is overly playful and isn't very serious about the situation. Dracula, of course, is a monster, and he has a castle in Transylvania where Jonathan Harker visits. Jonathan's supposed to be selling him these houses in London. Where it changes from the book and the movie is that Mina and the Count never fall in love. And that is a huge aspect that I take offense to, really, in watching the movie itself, because Dracula isn't a lover, and he isn't in this book to, fall in love with Mina and take her from her husband. He's here to kill and maim and, and take over the town like he took over Transylvania and Romania. And so I was kind of jaded about the whole situation. And then how Mina left Jonathan Harker, her husband, for the Count because she has these thoughts and desires from a past life where she once was married to him. And I don't know if I want to deal with all of that reincarnation and such. I just thought it was a horrible rendition. I don't know. Now that I've seen the movie, I actually really enjoyed Dracula, and I think I might actually put another star on my ratings on Goodreads, because after reading this and watching the movie, it was just completely different. Back to the book. So in the book, it is broken up by chapters. All of the chapters are written in different POVs. You have Jonathan's diaries, you have Mina's diaries, you have Dr. Jack Seward's diaries. He is the asylum doctor, and so you have all of these different points of view on what's going on in the story through all of their recollections, and they come together as a team to kill off and destroy Dracula and all of his creations. And again, in the movie, that's just not the case. So in the book, Mina is a big part of this. She's the one who brings the group together. She has typed up everybody's transcripts from their journals and diaries and transcribes them all into the written format, so everybody has a copy of what's going on. Without Mina, I don't think the group would have been able to capture the Count, and in the movie they kind of show that, where she's being hypnotized, but again, it's more or less she's saying, my love, my darling, I need to get back to him, he needs me, instead of her trying to keep Jonathan Harker safe. And again, that's another huge difference between the two. With all of that being said, again, Dracula is kind of tedious in reading. with all of the different journals and different points of view and where it switches back and forth. That can be tedious. I did enjoy reading this book. It's a lot different than the movie. Tell me what you think down below if you've read this book and how you liked it, and what you think the difference between the book and the movie is. If you enjoyed the adaptation more than the book, or if you liked it the same, or if you didn't like the movie, let me know down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And that's it. I will have another review up for you guys shortly, maybe in the next couple days, on the horror series that I read during the Booktubeathon. Have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!